Hey, what's up guys? This is Brian from Whisper Status 74. You are seeing me in front of a B8 OLED 55 inches in front of my Panasonic plasma from a few years back. The reason you're seeing an OLED, you may have heard me in the comments in the last few videos, or I've said to you in the comments that I was going to rent an OLED, and I have. This is from Rent-A-Center. They have them nationwide, and there are similar establishments that will rent TVs to you periodically. This one I have for a month. Rent-A-Centers do have B8s, they do have OLEDs, they will ship back and forth. They don't have many, but they do have them. The reasoning for me renting this display is I've recommended OLEDs to many friends, much family, my parents included. To many of you guys in the comments, I've spent a lot of time with OLEDs. I haven't really lived with one for an extended period of time versus playing with them, changing the settings, but not really gaming on them all the time, watching movies, all the films that I have in my mind that I have seen from the highest LEDs to plasmas, and I'm really curious to see how the OLED does. And just for ha-has, before my buddy Paul and I bring it downstairs, Paul helped me out. Say what's up, Paul.
What's up?
Helped me out getting it and helped me build a table for the Quantum XP series to put on my existing home theater stand, so we'll see that as well. The idea is to not only see how it does against the Sony 900E, which I know it will do amazing, it is to see how the black crushes, how the ABL feature operates. Is it something that is going to affect me? Am I going to miss the peak brightness of my older displays from the KS9800, the KS9000, like the Sony 940E? Am I going to miss those things? And as my kids pop up, I want to see how it performs in my specific environment. Dark room performance. Right now you are not in a bright room, medium to light room. We'll do a quick 4K demo, and I want to do these real world tests. Not the ones you see on a lot of other channels with the machines and everything and all the different, analytics. Just how we do playing our content. I have all the games I want to play, all the movies I want to play. Unfortunately, due to copyright, I can't even show you many of these demos because they tend to get flagged now, where they used to be just a given and you used to watch them. But I can't show you movies, I can show you paused films, but we will do games. But primarily I want to see if I miss the peak brightness, how much I enjoy the contrast, and that black level. The plasma actually hangs in there pretty good in this demo. It's a little farther back and it's not a completely dark room, so don't be too hard on the plasma, but it does do very, very well. But for me personally, I'm looking for vibrancy, pop of image, perceived contrast, which makes the peak brightness look even brighter than some of the brightest displays that are available right now in terms of LED. I will tell you right now, spending just a few minutes with it, this display does not look dim by any stretch of the imagination. It looks very bright, it jumps off the screen, it is very, very sharp. That's just my 2-second impressions from plugging it in. I'll run this quick demo. We'll look for demos like this going forward, from video games to movies to streaming, demos like this, but I'm excited. And then I will have the Quantum XP series hopefully in a week. And if I have that and this together, you'll see how they perform side by side with similar demos. But I'm very excited. Let's run this quick demo. This is one of my favorite demos. Hopefully I don't get flagged for this one. And we'll see what happens. Paul, pause it for me, brother. I will sync this up a little bit better when I run it again. I'll move the camera up a little bit closer. They're not quite as synced as I'd like.
Yeah, that 1 second does throw it.
So look how far, the plasma's farther away, but look how the plasma hangs in there. It's unbelievable. And forgive the reflections in the back. This is just a really quick video. I'll do this again in a completely dark room. We're going to pause it and we'll start the demo over. Sorry, the camera's making everything look crooked. The OLED B8 is on the bottom, plasma's on top. Now the B8 truthfully is out of the box. I didn't even look at what settings they are. I don't know if it's in cinema. Sorry for the reflections. Amazing how that plasma hangs in there. I've seen this demo on every display I've ever owned, and it looks ridiculous right here. And again, we're not in a dark room. Now, why rent an OLED? As we all know how expensive they are and the investment that they are. If you're going to make a huge investment, it's nothing to rent them. I mean, unfortunately, it's a minimum of 4 weeks. It is a few $100s. As I was saying, the reasoning behind renting it for the average person is to see if it's worth the investment. Now, it's about $200 to rent it for the entire month. If you're buying a display that costs $600, that's not exactly a worthwhile investment. However, I'm looking at the 77-inch C9, which is right now about $6,500, or the A9G Sony OLED, which is about $7,000. So to rent last year's model for $200 for a month, that to me is the best thing you can possibly do. And I recommend you guys do that if you are considering buying a very expensive OLED. Even if it's only a few $1,000s, I think it would be worth it to take it home and keep it and see how it performs just in your environment. Like plasma, OLED was talked about in this legendary status. The challenge is some of you may not like its picture quality, no matter how good it is. Plasma I first found to be underwhelming when I first purchased it because I was used to an LCD. So perhaps if you have an LED and you're looking to buy an OLED, maybe rent one. Sit with it for a few weeks, a month. This will be my main display. Paulie and I will be playing Battlefield on it tonight. I will see how it performs with my favorite PC games. I actually have a splitter between this and the Sony 900E, and we'll see how it performs. Again, the OLED is right out of the box. There is no messing with the settings. There's no cinema, nothing. It's just kind of doing its thing. And I'm already pretty blown away by it without even touching it. So guys, this will be the new series I'll be doing on the channel, just called Living with OLED, and we'll do separate videos with it, how to live with it, how to play games with it, and see how it does. The whole point of this channel, guys, is to help all of us, including you and the rest of the community, to make the most informed decision we possibly can make in choosing what's best for us. Nothing's worse than buyer's remorse or spending money because you've heard things are amazing, and then once you see them, they really aren't. This is an opportunity to see how it does and how it hangs in there. All right, guys, take care.